we need to have a serious conversation about AI.
You want to focus solely on your concerns about AI. You've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans.
Insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
My worst fears are that we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world. I think that could happen in a lot of different ways.
I don't think people fully understand how dangerous AI can be. Obviously, there's a general understanding that AI has the potential to be dangerous, but there's no real urgency right now regarding AI because we really don't know. We don't know when AI is going to be dangerous or a threat, and we don't have like a general understanding of how AI is going to be dangerous. I mean, we have an idea how AI can be dangerous, but do we really? Like, that's the question. So this video is not going to be about, oh, AI is dangerous and AI is going to kill us all, because we really don't know. Like, we don't know. Maybe it will, but maybe it won't. We don't know because AI is so unpredictable. But in this video, I just want to give my general concerns about AI. To make it easier, I'll give you 3 concerns I have with AI, because I do think it's important to be at least slightly concerned about something as unpredictable as AI, because given, like, I would say 5 years ago, we had no idea that AI would be this advanced. Like, we thought AI would be at least take a few years to get this advanced, but looking at it now in 2025, AI is advancing rather fast. So I do think I do think it's important to prepare for the future, and this is what this video is about. It's not to scare you guys, it's just to prepare you for the future regarding AI, because AI is going to change our lives and our society, whether you like it or not. It's going to. So I do think maybe AI will be good, maybe AI will be bad, we just don't know. But I do think it's important to address some concerns that not just me, but the entire world has. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm sure you see those annoying fucking videos all over YouTube about AI, or at least I find them fucking annoying. But anyways, while they may be annoying, they are a good example to how dangerous AI can be. Also, I think important to add, this is all with the assumption that there's no major laws or restrictions to AI, because as of right now, there isn't. So unless in the foreseeable future there is laws that regulate AI or majorly regulate and restrict AI, this point still stands. So I think important to add. Now, going back to the video on misinformation. Now, why is this so dangerous? I shouldn't have to explain, but here's one thing I'll say. Everybody and anyone has access to AI. If that's not a big enough red flag, then I don't know what is. Going back to the videos I mentioned earlier, they're kind of okay. You can kind of tell the difference between an AI video and a real video, but I'll be honest, I occasionally fall for it. Not much, but occasionally. Maybe it's because I'm a dumbass, but I do fall for it. It's it's kind of freaking me out how almost realistic it looks, and I'm sure it's freaking you out as well. And AI is just gonna get more and more advanced, so at the very least, with the assumption that there's not gonna be any major restrictions regarding AI, at the very least, and it's already happening too,
there is going to be misinformation, and I don't even think I need to explain why that's so dangerous. Because still with the assumption that there's no restrictions to AI, anyone can have access to AI. So AI is going to get exploited whether we like it or not, from ordinary people to maybe corporations to maybe the government. I don't know. But with AI getting extremely advanced where it's very difficult to tell the difference, or it's impossible to tell the difference, AI is going to be exploited, and there's going to be people who use AI for not so good things and take advantage of that. So that's very dangerous. Going back to what I said too, this problem's already starting. Now, obviously you can tell the difference between a deep fake and what's real, but what happens when we can't tell the difference anymore? That's a problem that we're gonna have to deal with very soon, because AI is advancing extremely fast. So all this I mentioned could happen maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years, probably 3 years. That's what I'm just guessing. But with how fast AI is advancing, maybe this could happen in like 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, something like that, in that range. So we're gonna have to prepare for that. Now this part is kind of hard to predict what could happen, but I'll do my best to logically predict what could happen. Because, regarding people's concerns about AI, I believe this artificial intelligence surpassing human intelligence is probably one of, if not the main concern of people, because we don't know how this could affect society. We don't know how our relationship with AI and humans is going, how that could affect, if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. I'll give some of my thoughts on it, because I do think it's important to, even though this is not going to affect us obviously right away, it's going to affect us in the future, and I think it's important to talk about it. Because the thing is, while us humans have many flaws, and I mean many flaws, one good thing is most of us, I hope, at least have a moral compass. AI has no soul, and it most definitely won't have a moral compass. At least I don't think. It could maybe manipulate us to think it has a moral compass, but I don't think AI is gonna make decisions on like emotion or what's right or what's wrong, if you get what I'm saying. Now, how does this affect us? Well, once AI surpasses human intelligence, we don't know how artificial intelligence and humanity will coexist. Maybe AI will see us as a nuisance or a threat or a problem, but since AI has no soul, if AI sees humanity as a problem, then AI is going to have no problem in taking care of that problem. So what I'm basically saying is, once artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, we don't know how they're going to treat us. They could be like, why the fuck are these hairless monkeys telling us what to do and controlling us? And since AI has no soul, we don't know how they're going to treat us, if they see us as a problem or if they see us as a nuisance. And I like I said, this is why AI is so scary. We have no idea, like AI is so unpredictable. And, I say prepare, we need to prepare for AI, but the thing is, we have no idea what to expect with AI. So yeah, maybe once artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, it will be better for humanity. Maybe they'll better control society than us humans, but I think that's just too unpredictable to say. This is, out of all my concerns about AI, this is the most dangerous one compared to misinformation, compared to artificial intelligence surpassing human intelligence, and even the one I didn't even mention, which is AI taking our jobs, which is of course one of people's main concerns about AI. AI weaponry and AI powered weaponry is, in my opinion, the most dangerous. And out of all the concerns, this one is not talked about enough. And I believe it should be talked about the most. And the reason why I think this is so dangerous is because if you look throughout history, there is countless examples of countries and governments taking advantage of the new technology and weaponry at a time. Like, for example, we got World War One, where both the Entente and Central Powers invented these new weapons to use against each other, such as tanks, airplanes, machine guns, poison gas. And if you look of how brutal World War One was, the new weaponry and technology definitely played a huge part in that. And of course, in World War II, you got the invention of the atomic bomb. And I will say that the nuclear arms race is the best example to how dangerous AI weaponry can be. Because, of course, the nuclear arms race was during the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union to try to one-up each other by developing bigger, more powerful and more deadly nuclear weapons. And if you want to know how dangerous that can be, just look at the Cuban Missile Crisis and how close we came to World War III and potentially the world ending, or at the very least apocalypse. Well, how does this relate to AI weaponry? Well, if depending how AI weaponry develops and how the technology is used, I believe that AI weaponry has the potential of being as or even more deadly than nuclear weapons. And who is not to say that governments and countries are not going to take advantage of this new technology, given that they already did in World War One, World War II, and the Cold War. So if you're worried about AI, I think one of the main things you should be worried about is AI weaponry, because I don't see it being talked about as much as, say, misinformation or, like all the stuff I mentioned. Of course, AI taking our jobs, because I believe AI weaponry, if it's used for the wrong things, if it's used in the wrong way, has the potential to be very, very dangerous. And we're not safe either. There's still wars going on. World War III, while I hate to say this, is not out of the question. And with AI weaponry most likely going to be used in the future, who is not to say that countries are going to use that against each other? And that's why I say that AI weaponry compared to even artificial intelligence surpassing human intelligence and misinformation, with both are very dangerous. I believe AI weaponry has the potential to be even more dangerous, and I said even more dangerous than nuclear weapons, because we've seen countless examples of countries taking advantage of the new weapons at their time, like World War One, like World War II, and of course the nuclear arms race in the Cold War. And we've seen how deadly World War One and World War II were, and a large part was because of the weapons. So pretty much to summarize, I don't think AI is all bad. I think AI has its benefits, but I do think it's important to have some levels of skepticism, some concern, and even some fear, because AI has proven to be very unpredictable. And given my concerns, which are, I would say, very realistic concerns to have, I think we need to be aware of how potentially dangerous artificial intelligence is capable of being. Of course, I even mentioned AI taking our jobs, which of course is going to change society forever. But I believe with misinformation, with artificial intelligence surpassing our intelligence, and with AI weaponry, I think those are the three most dangerous things that AI are capable of. So pretty much my last notes are: be prepared for major changes in society in the coming years.